Welcome back to Science Online class. I am your science teacher Mr. C.P. Barrett, and here we are going to study the chapter Is Matter Around Us Pure? This is for the class 9. In my last lecture I have told you about the properties of the solution. Right now see what is the next thing. Actually the solution actually it is two kinds. There are the two kind of solution. There are two kinds of the solution. I am writing in the short form two kinds of solution. What are these two kind of the solution? First is the dilute solution. And second is the concentrated solution. Okay, one is the dilute solution, second is the concentrated solution. Okay, that we have listened so many times, but actually we don't know what is the exact definition and meaning by it. Dilute means you can say patla. Okay. So patla, so how to define it? Dilute solution means dilute if the amount of solute is small in quantity. Okay, if the amount of solute is small in quantity, so what we can say, if the amount of solute is small in the large quantity of solvent, in the large quantity of solvent, so it is known as dilute solution. Again read it one more time. If the amount of solute is small, means amount of solute which we are going to dissolve, like sugar particles. If the sugar particles are very small in the large quantity of solvent, means in the large quantity of water. Means if we are considering large quantity of water and we are dissolving very small quantity of sugar particles there, so such kind of the solution it is known as dilute solution. So if the amount of solute is small in the large quantity of the solvent, so such kind of the solution it is known as dilute solution. Second is the concentrated solution. So what is the meaning by concentrated? Concentrated means if a large amount of, just opposite of this, if a large amount of what? Solute. If large amount of solute is dissolved, okay, if large amount of solute is dissolved in a small quantity of solvent, just opposite of that, so it is known as concentrated solution. Whatever these things are there, I am not going to write down. The meaning is that if the large amount of solute, we are considering the large amount of what? Sugar particles, and we are dissolving it in either in the equal amount of the water, so such kind of the solution it is known as concentrated solution. If the amount of solute is more, so it is known as concentrated solution, and if the amount of solute particles, sugar particles, it is less in the solution, so it is known as the dilute solution. Right now see, again we have to perform one more activity. What we have to do? Look here, actually again this time we have to take three kinds of the material, like sugar, like salt, and like one more thing, barium chloride. Barium chloride, CHLORID. This is the formula for barium chloride, BaCl2. Right now see what are the things. We have to take 3 beakers. We have to fill it half with the water, and we have to try to dissolve these 3 particular things. One is the sugar, For the one beaker we have to consider sugar particles, for the another beaker we have to consider salt particles, and for the third beaker we have to consider some crystals of the barium chloride. Barium chloride, it is also a kind of salt. Right now see what happens, we have to dissolve it with the water, and with the help of the spoon we have to stir it continuously, okay, so that all the particles they make the solution immediately, okay. And after that what we have to do, again we have to add one more spoonful of the sugar, we have to add one more spoonful of the salt particles, again we have to add one more spoonful of the barium chloride, and again we have to try to dissolve it completely with the water. So in this way, one after the other, one by one, we have to try to dissolve so many spoonful of this particular materials with the water. So what happens, at one particular time we are not able to dissolve, we are not going to able to dissolve some more sugar particles, or you can say salt particles, or you can say barium chloride particles with the water. And I am going to talk about the three different beaker, and three different persons they are performing this particular activity. So what will happen at a particular time, we will find out that no more solute can be added, okay, with the solvent to make the solution. So at that particular time what we have to do, we have to just we have to heat the beaker, so that the temperature it will raise by the 5 degrees centigrade. Means we have to heat the solution, we have to increase the temperature of the solution, and after that what we will see, and after that again we will be able to dissolve either 2 or 3 one more spoonful of these particular materials. I mean to say, when we increase the temperature of the solution, so what happens, they can accept some more particles of the solute, or we can say we will be able to dissolve some more solute particles, means we will be able to dissolve some more sugar particles, 2-3 spoonful of some extra sugar particles, same like that 2-3 spoonful of the some extra salt particles, same like that barium chloride crystals, again with the water. Meaning is that when we increase the temperature of these particular solutions, so actually their solubility it increases, and after that at a particular point, after that at a particular temperature, you can say at a particular temperature one point is reached, after that no more solute can be dissolved with the water, at a particular temperature. So this particular thing, it is known as, at that time we can say that solution it is saturated, and it is known as a saturated solution. Same like that, what is the unsaturated solution? If the amount of solute it is less than the saturation level, means ये है कि उसमें और ज्यादा solute अभी भी dissolve करना बाकी है. So at a particular temperature, so that particular solution it is known as unsaturated solution. Look here, I am going to write down the definition. Saturated solution. So how to frame the definition? See here, very easy. What we can say? When no more solute particles, can be dissolved, when no more solute particles can be dissolved with the water or with the solvent, you can say with the solvent at any temperature, so it is known as saturated solution. Very easy definition. What is that? When no more solute particles, मतलब और ज्यादा solute particles अब घोले नहीं जा सकते हैं, इसकी कैपेसिटी फिनिश हो चुकी है. When no more solute particles can be dissolved with the solvent, or we can say with the water, at any particular temperature, so at that particular temperature it is known as the saturated solution. हम बोलेंगे solution saturate हो चुका है. Right now see unsaturated solution. What is the meaning by unsaturated solution? So look here, when the amount of what? Solute, क्योंकि solute को dissolve करना है. When the amount of solute is less than, कम है, when the amount of solute is less than the saturation level. The saturation level. So it is known as what? It is known as unsaturated solution. It is known as unsaturated solution. Very easy definition. When the amount of solute it is less than the saturation level. अभी saturation में पहुंचा नहीं है, और ज्यादा dissolve करना बाकी है. So when the amount of solute is less than the saturation level, so this particular solution at any temperature also. Here I have not written at any temperature. You can understand. So at any temperature, when the amount of solute is less than the saturation level, so it is considered as a unsaturated solution. Right now, next important thing is that solubility. Solubility. What is the meaning of solubility in Hindi? You can say solubility means घुलनशीलता. मतलब उसकी एक कैपेसिटी है, डिसॉल्व करने की एक कैपेसिटी को बोला जाता है solubility. What is the solubility? The amount of solute. The amount of solute present. Okay, the amount of solute present in the where? Present in the saturated solution. Present in the saturated solution. जो भी solution जो saturate होता है उसमें कितना amount of solute dissolve किया गया है. So the amount of solute which is present in the saturated solution at any particular temperature. At any temperature you may add. At any temperature. So it is known as its solubility. Okay. Once again I have to repeat. If the amount of solute actually which we want to dissolve in the solvent, but where? In the saturation solution. The amount of solute which is present in the saturated solution at any particular temperature, so it is known as its solubility. Right now see, from the above activity, actually I was talking about some particular activity, and in that particular activity one particular person, he has taken sugar crystal, another has taken salt crystal, and another has taken the barium chloride. So you can see that at a particular temperature, the solubility of sugar, the solubility of salt, and the solubility of barium chloride, it will be different. It is not the same. Means I cannot say in the saturated solution of sugar, in the saturated solution of salt, and also in the saturated solution of barium chloride, I have added the same amount of sugar, salt, and barium chloride. Meaning is that their different amount can be dissolved at the saturation level, or we can say their solubility is going to be different for the different temperature. For the same temperature, their solubility will be always different. Means we can add some different amount of the sugar, or some different amount of the salt, or some different amount of the barium chloride at a particular temperature. So their solubility is different. We cannot say the solubility of all these things will be same at a particular temperature. Right now see, right now one more thing is there, the concentration of the solution. What is the meaning of the concentration of the solution? The concentration of the solution is the amount of the solute present in the solution, and it can be calculated by the three methods. Okay, there are the three methods. Concentration, I am going to write down. Concentration of solute. Concentration of the solute means amount of solute. Amount of solute in the solution. Concentration of solute means amount of solute within the solution, and it can be calculated by three methods. This can be calculated by the three methods. What are these methods? First is the mass by mass percentage of solution. Mass by mass percentage of solution. This is the name of first method, and according to this method, what is the formula? You can see here, nothing is there. Mass of solute divided by mass of solution Understand that on the downside, total we have to take. Total means mass of solution, means mass of solute plus mass of solvent. What is the mass of solution here? Mass of solute plus mass of solvent. So this is for the both. Mass of solution means, for example, 40 ग्राम सिल्वर क्रिस्टल्स घुला हुआ है 80 ग्राम वाटर में. So what will be the mass of solution? 40 plus 80, 120. So mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100. This is the first method by which we can calculate what is the concentration of solute or what is the amount of solute present in the solution. Second method is mass by volume. Mass by volume, percentage of solution. Okay. VOLUME. Okay, you can understand. I am writing fastly. Mass by volume, percentage of solution. What is the formula हुआ? Mass by volume meaning is that mass upon solute upon volume of. On the second part we have to take volume of solution again. Here mass by mass meaning is that both are the mass and mass. You can say mass of solute upon mass of solution. Here mass by volume means we have to consider the mass of solute which is going to be dissolved, and on the downside we have to take the volume of the solution. What is the volume of the solution? Into 100. So this will give me the in the percentage how many percentage of the solute is present within the solution. By this particular method we can understand or we can calculate what is the percentage of solute it is present within the solution, or what is the percentage of solute which is dissolved within the water or solvent. Right now there is the another method which is the volume by volume. Third is the volume by volume, percentage of solution. Very easy. Volume by volume meaning is that volume of solute upon volume of solution into what? Into 100. So there are the three methods. Mass by mass means mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100. Second is the mass by volume means on the numerator mass of solute, on the downside volume of the solution into 100. And third is the volume by volume, and that's why volume of solute upon volume of solution into the 100. These are the three methods by which we can calculate what amount of the solute is present within the solution. Till here I am going to finish my lecture. Next time we will study some more thing. Thank you so much.